Hello everybody. Today I would like to give you a very short and quick explanation about making website with the usage of the Microsoft Word processor, which is a very nice instrument for that, to make it simple, fast, and actually you will create HTML file which will be compatible with providers of the websites, internet service providers. The only thing with this website that you will make accordingly to the features of word processor is how you will place it and make it publicly accessible. Access from publics to the personal computer is impossible because your files, when you save it, will be locally saved. But online access will not be possible for these files. So whenever you create your website using word processor on your local workstation, you will be needed to upload these files to the hosting server on the network. And when you did that, the hosting server is online computer, which actually will provide your IP number and your URL name. Few words about URL name, folks. When you create a website, this is just informational file. Informational file with the pictures, with hyperlinks, with the textual information, with everything that possible, including graphics, colors, and everything else. But when you save it on a server, especially if you would like to create files that will be publicly accessible, you need to register your files on the specific registration websites. They're dealing with URL names. URL names, folks, is a big problem because nice short names already registered. And if you would like to save your URL name like tennis.com, that will not be possible. Or you would like to say onlinelibrary.com. This is already taken. So this is even squad people who actually registering numbers and names online and use these names to sell it. For example, some kind of nice names like Precision Watches or PrecisionJewelry.com. They not filled up, and if you would like to use these names, you need to pay this money for these names. Of course, some kind of unusual things like local doctor, urologist, Smith.com. But that is quite a long name, folks, and people who try to use this name that have a problem with the typing like this big symbol string. So that what you need to do, you need to find a rare name with compromise short. So now let's go to the business, and I would like to tell you what I prepared for you. Folks, what you see now in the word processor, you see the informational page that I took like a dummy text from the website of Medgaris College. This is history of Medgaris College community and how Medgaris College was created, was built. I will use this text in a matter of like single chapter for my website. What you can see now, folks, you can see paragraphs and gap between them. So that is so-called business style. Business style provide requirements for a paragraph that must be separated between each other. What else I would like to do? I'd like to make it quite wider, like this. Also, thinking about the screen. Screen is horizontally positioned and the piece of paper that I have is vertically. So what I need to do, I need to go to page layout and change layout orientation to the landscape. That will be first. Change it to the landscape. Then I will zoom out to see my page. And I see that my chapter that I consider will be content of my first chapter 1 of the website is too short. So what I'm going to do, I will highlight information that I copied from the website. Make Control-C is a shortcut for copying. Then I will press Enter at the very end of this content and press Control V. Control V is paste. So I copied and pasted, duplicated the size of this business style information. So folks, now I would like to put the title of the document. title of the document, then I will position my cursor and the very first position on the text and press enter a few times, so I will free some space. Alright, and then I will go for the very first line, and then I will type the word the title. The title, folks, must start with a capital, and then I will make it quite bigger. That I will change font from 11 to, let's say, 28, and I will make it bold, and I will place it in the middle of the text using central alignment. Now, folks, let me take care about the text. So let me go for highlighting the text. That is full text highlighted, and then I would like to defringe the right side of the text. You can see this fringing edges, so I will go to justification. All right, justification. And also what will be useful, I need to make the style kind of fiction book style paragraphs getting smoother one by one. So what I need to do here, I need to go for line and paragraph spacing. Let's open this, and then you will see a remove space after paragraph. Okay, when I removed space after paragraph will go smoother one by one. Now I need to make indentation of the first line. This is a style requirements for the book style. So I will go for a dialog box for the paragraph, folks. It's in a paragraph section on the first home ribbon. So I will go to paragraph, and I will use special in the middle of the dialog box, first line, half of inch, and then I will say OK, and then you will see pretty neat and accurate article. Now, folks, I will consider that the first article part named chapter 1. So let me put chapter 1 subtitle, and I will make it bold, Control B, shortcut for that. Then, guys, I will highlight chapter 1, Control C is a copy, and I will make a couple of gaps, paragraphs, and then press Control V. So you will see chapter 2, copy of chapter 1. So I need to make changes and change chapter 1 to chapter 2. Then I will go to make another chapter. Control V is paste and change the number to number 3. Chapter 3. Okay, and even chapter 4. Let's make it. Control V. And chapter 4, I need to change 1 to 4, which I highlighted, and type 4. Very good. So I will scroll it up, and then I see 4 chapters for this text. Folks, as soon as I have dummy text, so my 4 chapters all the same. But in your case, your chapters will be your resume, your public activity, your church activity, your family content, your hobbies, your education, your cover letter, and many other information about you. I will tell you why do you need to put information on a website. Folks, in contemporary world, people who CEO of ventures or chairs who actually hiring people, they do not like to review paperwork resume. They try to open this online. It's faster and bring more information for them. So when you send them a big letter, this is big possibility that your letter will go to the recycled bin. But your website, especially with your photograph and with photograph of your diplomas and all the credentials, will be good to go for the job offer. So far, I will go and make automatic navigation for this website. Automatic navigation is substitution for the table of contents, because in the book, table of contents allows people to have orientation inside of the book. So that will be titles of the chapters corresponding to the page numbers. We do not have page numbers so far, and we don't need them. So all our chapters will be organized one by one, and then we need to make hyperlinks, meaning when you click the elements of table of contents, your chapters will be accessible. So to make hyperlinks, folks, we need to create targets. Targets is bookmarks in this case. So we need to insert bookmark to the chapter 1. And when I position cursor near chapter 1, that will be under insert, and then will be bookmark, folks. Bookmark, when I click bookmark, you'll see dialog box for the bookmark. And then what I need to do, I need to mark identification for this bookmark. Let me say B1, bookmark 1 for chapter 1. And then I will be able to press add button. Then I will gradually go to chapter 2 and make the same thing. So I will go to insert bookmark, and that bookmark will be named B2. Alright, add, and now the same procedure for chapter 3, bookmark, B3 for chapter 3, add, and the last one will be chapter 4. So I will go for chapter 4, bookmark, B4, identification for the bookmark for chapter 4. By the way, bookmarks so far, they are invisible, but they will be visible pretty soon when we set up the hyperlinks. So now what we need to do, guys, we need to create table of contents. So I will position my cursor before everything, and I will type here the abbreviation table of contents, TOC, table of contents. Let me make it bold, and let me change the font to 14. What exactly in TOC will be done? Chapters. Chapter 1, and then, folks, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. Let me correct this. Alright, I will make them bold because this is a table of contents. Now, folks, what is the difference between these titles and that titles? These titles will be hyperlinks, and these titles just to make sure that you actually open the appropriate chapter. Now, to make hyperlink, you need to highlight the first chapter title, and then we'll go for insert, but now that will be hyperlink. When I go to hyperlink, you will see dialog box for the hyperlink. Folks, that is 2 targets that we need to. First of all, make sure that you're on the very first link to. What to link to? Existing file or web page. So web page is here. You see address. Address here could be contained like HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and then name of URL. And here is a bookmark. When we open bookmark, then you will see all 4 bookmarks listed. So for the chapter 1, I will use bookmark 1, press OK, and OK. Then, folks, you will see transformation. Chapter 1 will change the color. It became blue and will be underlined. And when you position your cursor on chapter 1, then you will see flag that tell you what to do to reach the chapter 1. So your navigation system is working already on your content. So let's try this. We'll go for Control and click. But folks, look at this. When you press Control, cursor changed the shape. The shape is now the web cursor, which is pretty. So I will click, and then you will see chapter 1. Chapter 1 incredibly demonstrates itself on a screen. Now let me go for chapter 2. Chapter 2, hyperlink, bookmark, and that will be bookmark 2. Let me do the same thing with other chapters for the table of contents. That will be hyperlink bookmark chapter 3b3. Okay. And the last one will be chapter 4. We will check it up after we create hyperlink bookmark b4. Okay and okay. Now you can see table of contents. Instead of pagination in the table of contents, we have links. Links works pretty well. So if you go for chapter 4, press Control and then click, and then chapter 4 will be right in front of you. So that is pretty nice. What is not nice, folks, that we need to go up. We need to go up to get back to TOC. But this is a solution for that. I can mark up TOC, insert a bookmark for this. Let's do this. I will mark up TOC bookmark. Definitely I will name this TOC. So that will be TOC mark. Table of contents. Add. Now I will go to the end of the first chapter, and here I will type big letters. Go back to TOC. I will make this bold, super bold, and visible. Home, I will change the font to bold font and change font to bold. Okay, and make it bigger. Let's say 12. Let me change the font to heavy. Yes, that's good. Now, go back to TOC must be hyperlink that goes to TOC bookmark. So I will go to right mouse click and I will find hyperlink right here under the submenu. When I click here, I'll get the same book. The same dialog box. I'll go for bookmarks, and now I find TOC, and then OK and OK. Folks, look at this. Go back to TOC became blue. So when I press Control and click, I will be back to TOC. So what I need to do, I need to distribute this hyperlink to all the ends of all chapters. Control C is copy. Now I will go to the end of chapter 2 and I position it here. Control V, chapter 3, the end of the chapter 3. Let me make some space, and then I'll go to press Control V, and the last chapter will be also supplied with this feature. So I will go to TOC. Now you can see, folks, what we can do. We can go back and forth, like forth and back. Look at this. I'll go to chapter 3. Chapter 3, so I read chapter 3, scroll it down. Eventually, at the end, I need to see, and I can see, go back to TOC. Click go back to TOC, and then you will be able to watch any chapter. Chapter 2. Alright, chapter 2 is here, and then go back to TOC. So, back and forth, everything works well. Now, folks, I would like to place a couple of pictures. What and how to place pictures in the website. That is kind of tricky. Trick is that pictures will not stay on place like we have here in our project. What we need to do to keep them in place, we need to create table. Table, let's say I will place 2 pictures, so I need to have 2 cells. Insert table. Folks, I will make this to table with the 2 cells, and then I will make the table quite smaller, like this. Table is adjustable, okay, and I will bring it on this free space. Okay, let me see borders and shadings, but I will be worried about this later. So let me cursor blinking inside of the cell, and then I will go to insert picture. Let me go to insert, that will be picture, and I will go to my pictures. medium icons. So let me find out something interesting. Okay, that will be one nice picture, and in a second one I will make another picture. Insert picture, and let me go for these pictures like this. Insert. But this picture is quite big. How to make it smaller? You can do this, folks, positioning the corner point. You can see the point here, corner point, and use the motion to the center of the picture, and then picture will be small. Now you can move it because table is movable, and you have pretty nice pictures positioning in the table. Okay, I'll make it a little bigger so that will be equal. Now, I don't like this border, so when I highlight the table, I can go for table properties, right mouse click, that will be table properties right here in the right side. And then here is borders and shadings. And when I go to borders, I can click none, no borders. And that will be invisible table, guys. Absolutely incredible feature. Okay, and look at this. A table still here, you can see here, table, but there's no borders for this table. No borders for this table. What I would like to do, I would like to make two pictures also hyperlinked. When I position my cursor on the first picture, I will go to right mouse click, and that will be hyperlink, and hyperlink will be let's say to www, but I need to start with HTTP, which is a hypertext transfer protocol, colon, /, that is necessary. Then I'll go to www.mec.cuny.edu. That will be first hyperlink that will go to the external elements of the web. And next picture, let me go to Yahoo. That will be, but what I need to do, I need to go to hyperlink and press it in hyperlink. Control V, and then OK. Now, folks, when I position this cursor to the picture, you will see that picture actually also supplied with a flag. What I need to do to go where picture shows me to go. Now, what I would like to do, folks, I would like to change the background from white to, let's say, some colorful. Page layout. Here, folks, in the page layout is a page color. So when I go to page color, that will be page color that I would like to use. I would like to use some neutral, nice, creamy, or maybe a little bit greenish or bluish page color. No, that is nice, the greenish. Alright, so that is what I have. And then my website prototype is ready. But to make it work as website, I need to save it as HTML. Folks, let me do this. File, save as, and then I need to find where do I save it. Let me go to create a folder, and I will go for certain drive. Let me go for this drive, and here I will create new folder. Right mouse click, new folder. This new folder will be my web, open, and then I will create the title doc, but that will be not doc, that will be the title web, and the document save as a type. Type is very important, folks. When you open here, that will be type of web page, HTML. So look at this, watch it, page HTML. Now, when I save it, folks, you will see some kind of transformation in my website. So I need to take a certain space between pictures and chapters and resave it. File, save as. That will be the same, and I will go for save, and now it's better. Let's see the folder that we made. I'll go to my computer, and I will bring this folder to here, and that will be my web. Folks, take a look. That is my web. Let me make it smaller so you will see it. Okay, now if you see, the title web is HTML file, and another object which is folder, the title web files, that is a picture folder, folks. So when you save it as website, that will be two objects. One is your creation in HTML, another one is web files. Now, how to check it? We need to check it in the browser. This is continuation of the previous part of how to make a website, personal website with usage of Microsoft Word. Folks, I would like to remind you that we have few hyperlinks here in Microsoft Word. We made local hyperlinks, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. All of these 4 chapters, hyperlinks connected to bookmarks. Chapter 1 is bookmark B1, chapter 2 is bookmark B2, chapter 3 B3, and so on, chapter 4 B4. Okay, so when you go for chapter 1, you create hyperlink to bookmark B1, chapter 2 to B2, chapter 3 to B3, chapter 4 to B4. If you have more chapters, that will be more bookmarks, so you will be able to make automatic navigation on your project. By the way, when you use this link inside of word processor, you need to press Ctrl and hold the Ctrl, click this hyperlink. In this case, you will see beginning of the chapter 3, so you'll be able to read it carefully, and then when you finish chapter, you need to click go back to TOC again with a control. When you click control, you will be back to TOC. Also, you have pictures also are created as links to Medgar Evers College website and another one to yahoo.com. Let me make these pictures a little smaller. They actually place inside of the invisible table. The title is no hyperlinks on it, but TOC, table of contents, is supplied with bookmark table of contents, and hyperlink of go back to TOC actually work to bring us back to table of contents. That's all, folks. You of course can do more and more. You can make more pages. You can create entire tape or ribbon with information about yourself, with your resume, cover letter, your goals, your education, transcript, the institution that you actually graduated, and so on and so on. So feel free to do whatever you want about this web. But now it's still not web page, folks. It is still the textual file which is placed inside of word processor. To make it work as a web page, we need to go to File, and we need to go to Save As, and we need to go to Save As HTML, folks. HTML. So I named it the title Web2HTML, and the type will be web page HTML. That is a type of the page, not just a document. I used to save it in my flash drive, USB flash drive. So when you save it, folks, that will be 2 items. One is just the HTML file itself and the service folder with some pictures. Both are absolutely necessary for your website. Next step, folks. So, folks, again, to create web page, we need to go to File, go to Save As, and I will use my flash drive. We'll create a folder, new folder. We'll name it Personal Web. Open it, double click, and then we'll save my files there. Okay, when I save it, folks, then what I need to do, I need to go to take my Chrome, That is clean Chrome. And what I need to do, I need to bring my file from the location where I did save. That is Personal Web, to the browser. I will drag it down, and then you will see this file. It is a little bit different than it was before, but let me check how it works. I'll go to chapter 4, and I'm in chapter 4. I'll go back to TOC, and I'm in TOC. Then, folks, I would like to check the external links. What is this? This is the first picture connected to Medgar Evers' website. So you can see how it works. When we go back to our personal website, and this one, the picture of the man, is connected to yahoo.com. So when we click it, that will be yahoo.com. So folks, let's get back. And in this case, you finished your project. You can make it a little bit better. You can put ornaments, more pictures, and so on. Everything will be credited. And what you need to do, you need to send it to me as email. How to do this? I will show you. You need to go to the location where it was saved. It was saved in a flash drive, Personal Web. And that will be add new zip file. And then you will take these two files and you drag it to the zip file. In the case now, this zip file will be sent to me. When you double click it, you will see these two options, folder and file, located in this zip file. Thank you for your attention, and that's all about your personal website. You can find more materials in the contents. I gave you instructions of how to zip it, how to create it. You will find more schematic diagrams of it. But thank you for this attention.